So what I do is I fight for you. Instead of redoing that whole fight, I'll correct it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Amy from AJC Magic TV. We are on the Pittsburgh Incline. Sorry. Just want to get the best spot possible. It is a surprise stream, as you can see. And we'll be doing a round trip. So I thank you for joining. There we go. I do welcome anyone to the stream. I am on the Monongahela Incline. And it slowly goes down the hillside. Hello, Penguin Master.
No.
You can just go.
There was already people in the front, but you can kind of see.
Yeah, and we'll drive
I am on the Pittsburgh Incline.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that part. I'm pretty sure I left it here.
Hello, Noah.
It's not a big
I am on what they call the Pittsburgh Monongahela Incline. We're going to go down the hill.
Don't tell me how to turn it on because I've had trouble.
No,
with
it's weird. I'm pretty sure there's like a certain.
It is slow moving right now, but once it gets going a little bit, and we'll also be coming back up.
I'm gonna spend like 10 minutes.
I'm still like, and I don't. It's not even like the fact that it's broken. It's just like.
This is on Mount Washington of Pittsburgh, and a lot of people who work in the city sometimes that live up on Mount Washington will take us down and catch a bus or the trolley or walk across that bridge.
So, do you guys have like a favorite area to go in the city?
Probably here. It's a good area. That's what we do a lot. Because there's another. You want to do it? There's another.
And you can see the hillside, just so you can see, and we'll see it going back up. But that's the Mount Washington up there. And when we go back up, you'll be able to see.
And normally during summer it's so cute.
And when I get down to the bottom, I'll show you what it looks like going up.
Music blaring and like the fountain.
Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. No problem, Mike. Thank you for coming.
I started the first like 2 episodes, but
Did you watch the second?
Down below is Station Square. There used to be shops and stuff in there. They're totally regutting and remodeling. But it used to have various shops and restaurants and stuff. I think the one end still has some shops and businesses in the upper building. But this other area that we're looking at is all gutted, and I know a school took over, and I'm not sure what else they'll have in there.
was it good? Oh yeah.
And then I managed to go and drink like the whole time on the trip with the and I didn't get sick once. But it sucked. Oh yeah, we're just
Just
there.
waiting for it in the park.
Forgot it slows down. Yeah, I had one since like 6th grade. Let's forget about it. So I found
And this is what it looks like, and you can see.
And people get so like, oh.
I'll wait for the other car to come back, but now a lot of the business people are now coming back from work and everything,
All the time.
so they'll be getting on.
Yeah, and it's just, it's so funny because I'm like, yeah.
But this is what it looks like. I'll go outside, that way you can see what it looks like. Just kind of giving you an idea of what the building and everything is. And if you needed an elevator to get up to the top station, you can. That's where that is. This station's actually at the bottom of the hill. And like I said, I'll go outside here so you can see how high up the hill is and everything like that. Hello, Disney Boffins. Thank you for joining. I was just riding the incline. I'll be catching the one that'll be coming back down on the thing. But this is what it's called. It's the Monongahela Incline. It's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They actually have another one called the Duquesne Incline. This one, you get a little bit better views. I was on the Duquesne Incline before. I wasn't too crazy about the way the cars were set up, but you do get a better view of the city. And when I get up to the top of the hill, I'll go to one of the observation center decks so you can see the city of Pittsburgh. And over there is the Station Square. They call it the T station. It's kind of a smaller subway system, but it really only goes out to the South Hills of Pittsburgh. And they used to use trolleys going there. And across the way here used to be Station Square, and they have gutted it. Since gutted it, there used to be a lot of restaurants and shops and stuff in there, but now they kind of gutted it and different things. With that other building there has a lot of businesses, and I think there's still a couple restaurants there. We used to have a Jelly Rolls in there, which was a lot of fun. I know you guys have heard of this and that crew talking about it. But you'll get to see the one coming down and the other one coming up, and then I'm gonna take the ride back up, and then I'll go to the observation deck and end the stream. It's just a surprise stream of riding the incline. I probably could have done a vlog. I thought I'd go live. Sometimes it's a bad time going live because people are still kind of at work or it's getting ready for dinner. Hello, Lucky3. Thank you for joining. I'm actually at the Monongahela Incline. I took the ride down already, so when you watch the replay, you can watch it going down the hill. I'm going to catch the one that's going to be coming down to go back up the hill. And then I'll go to the observation deck so you can see the city of Pittsburgh. They kind of move a little slowly at first when it goes down, but then it does pick up a little bit of speed. But you can see that. I'll try to get up higher, that way you can see, or at least the lower level, so you can see the city as we're going up. But I just want you to see what the hillside looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and get in line because it's gonna start getting busy, and we'll hop on. And this is the hours. I'll do this one, but you can kind of see how steep it is. And it'll be pulling in here shortly. Okay, no problem. But thank you for joining.
I'm not the only one. The camera.
No problem. You're not in it, so don't worry. Yes, it is Lucky 3.
That's the view.
No, Red. I have not.
That stock, it bottomed out and now it's shooting straight up. I told you it was
Whoops.
going to, I don't know where you waited.
This is the Monongahela Incline.
It's already up in the
Just
pen.
giving you
It went all the way
what
down
some
to
of the
about
items look
0.67.
like.
And then it started shooting straight back.
And they also have the Duquesne Incline, which is further down the road, about a mile away.
Like you were interested in buying it or anything.
But this is some of the parts
That's
of how they use it.
We closed at 0088.
On that one.
Yeah, I told my friend, I said, it's a stock you want to buy
And
and hold.
I know they've been doing kind of some different fixing and renovations over the last couple years.
What happened over the Middle East.
Yeah, what's that? Is it helping?
Nothing's happened really. It made the market go down some, then it started going back up. And they realized nothing was gonna happen. They like
But
to drive
that's-
it back.
I'll look out the window here,
But I didn't
and
buy it.
then we'll go out to the overlook.
You know, it's a get away with going. I said, "It's weird." I didn't buy it either.
That's hard to see because they have the scaffolding there.
I think it's still
But
buying.
we'll go out to the overlook, and then I'll go ahead and end the stream. I do thank anyone who has joined or will be watching the replay. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, I'd appreciate if you left the comment. That way I'll know you visited. But this is the downtown city of Pittsburgh. The area that I'm at is called Mount Washington. They have various shops, restaurants, bars up here. A lot of prom pictures, wedding pictures, any type of pictures. People like to come up here and get themselves pictures of themselves overlooking the city. And you can see out in the distance part of the city area where University of Pittsburgh and their medical centers and just various communities that way. And you can see Duquesne University. Downtown Pittsburgh has Point Park, and there's Carlow College in Oakland, University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon, and then Duquesne University is right across the river there.
That view is almost as beautiful as you.
Thank you. And this is like a little bit of history of Mount Washington and the incline, as you can see. And a lot of people, like I said, who work downtown, or maybe they need to catch the T, this is a good transportation system for them. They catch this, and then they go down to the bottom of the hill and can catch a bus or the T. I'm not sure. I thought that it could be, but I don't. It's hard to tell because this is all under construction. I'm probably thinking it's the Duquesne incline, which is further down. And I know in the Strip District. Oh, thank you, Rob. Thank you for joining. I know in the Strip District is where the bus fell through into a sinkhole. We'll go right on to this observation deck here. And also, there's a lot of condominiums and apartments and houses up here. I mean, if you actually own one of these houses or could afford the rent, or I think you end up buying the condo. You got a great view for all the fireworks and everything that goes on. So you don't have to go anywhere on the 4th of July. Just come out onto your balcony or out onto the rims here. Then they're just giving you some directions to some places. Shiloh Street is the main street that has a lot of shops and different things. But that was the Monongahela incline there. And this is just one of the overlooks. Yeah, a lot of the trees and stuff, luckily there's no leaves because they're pretty well grown up. And down below is Station Square. The actual Freight House area is now like kind of gutted, and there used to be a lot of restaurants and shops and stuff, but as you know, times go, different things go in there. I believe now a school might be taking over it and some different businesses. I'm not quite sure. I know it's pretty well gutted and closed in the one section. This other section, they actually have, there's a Hard Rock Cafe, there's a Joe's Crab Shack, a Texas de Brazil. Not sure what else is down there. There's also a little bit of a river walk. If you want to, you can walk at Smithfield Street Bridge. That trip only seemed like it took me about 5-10 minutes at the most, and probably not even that. It was probably about 5 minutes. I went down first, and then when you got on, I was going back up. So if you watch the replay or you go back a little bit, you'll see going down. Unfortunately, I was on the middle level, so it was harder to see some of the city until I moved over. But it only seemed like it took about 5 minutes. It could take a little bit longer if there's a line, because like I said, it's a main transportation for a lot of people that live up here. Oh, you're welcome. Or if you're sightseeing, because a lot of people will come over to Station Square because they do have the Gateway Clipper. As you can see down there, there's the Sheraton Station Square Hotel. And like I said, there's the Hard Rock Cafe. They also have one of those Buca de Beppos. So there's various things there. It used to be really built up inside. Way off in the distance, you can see the Cathedral of Learning. That's the University of Pittsburgh, and there are all their medical hospitals and everything. A little bit closer is the Allegheny County Jail along the river, and then behind that in the distance is Duquesne University. And you can just see all the bridges along the river there. So, yes, thank you, Rob. And then if you go over this way, you can see the North Shore. There's the Heinz Field. Unfortunately, the Steelers season had ended a while ago, and that's where they play. The University of Pittsburgh plays there. There's a science center. There's also a casino over that way, and PNC Park, but you can't see it on this side. If I was down further, you could probably see it. And then that's just the downtown area. As you can see, it's just different levels. Yes, PNC Park is very nice. It has great views from there too. Unfortunately for us, the Pirates haven't been doing well, but it is a fun stadium to go to. It's fun to go to the games every once in a while. So, yeah, it is a very nice stadium. We do get a lot of out-of-town crowd because it's a lot easier for them to get to. Plus, with the Pirates not doing too well, I don't think a lot of Pittsburghers are buying the tickets. So, a lot of the out-of-town team fans come in. Yeah, I do that, and I know one night I was there for $1 hot dogs, $1 popcorn, and I think they had like little dollar drinks, like Pepsis and whatever. And they do have a stand that does offer like kid-size food, but it's a lot cheaper to go there. And then you can see this is Grandview Avenue, and that's the main drag of Mount Washington. And like I said, down that way is where a lot of shops and stuff are. Bars, restaurants, shops. And even down that way, there's a few restaurants and stuff that have overlooks. The most famous one of the most famous ones is the Lamont. There used to be a few other ones, but the Lamont, and then there's one that's like a seafood restaurant across that you can see. And then, like, down on this side of the river is called, like, the south side of Pittsburgh. And then, like I said, where Heinz Field is, that's the north side of Pittsburgh. And then that goes up into the North Hills. That's downtown and Oakland. And then the east end area where Oakland and past there. Doesn't look like a lot. There's a few traffic spots on the Parkway system. That's the only thing about yes, I do too. That's the only thing with Pittsburgh is a lot of cities will have beltways or like road systems that go in and around or around the cities. Pittsburgh really does not have anything like that. So unfortunately, a lot of times when you're trying to travel, you are on this Parkway system and you're pretty much stuck in a lot of traffic, depending on where you're going. So you have to learn the back ways and stuff. It's fairly chilly. Luckily for us right now, there's not snow on the ground, but it looks like it could end up getting pretty cold. It looked pretty deceiving this afternoon with the sun shining, but now that it's going down, I can feel the wind. Plus, being up here, it's a little bit windier than if I was down below. Over to that way is where the casino and science center, and then they have housing and all kinds of stuff there. Hello, Anthony. Thank you for joining. I am at Mount Washington, overlooking the city of Pittsburgh. Mount Washington is actually a suburb of the city of Pittsburgh. A township of Pittsburgh that is considered like in the city. And I had taken the incline down, so if you watch the replay, you'll see us on the incline going down, and then we rode it back up. I did I bought a one-way ticket with a transfer, so it only cost me about $3.50. Otherwise, it's like $5 round trip if you don't do it that way. So that's what I did. And then there's also like a pass. I actually live probably about another, it depends on traffic. I can sometimes get to this area in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I'm probably about 5, 6, 7, but I would probably say about 8 miles away from this area. I actually will have to drive down the backside and then get on one of the roads, as long as there's not a lot of traffic. Yeah. A lot of times when I do come down to the city, since I live in the South Hills area, they have a so-called subway system. It actually was the old trolley system, and then they built like a smaller subway car. I don't know if you could see it going across the one bridge there, but I usually will take that whenever I go down to the city or to one of the games, unless I am going with a group of people, and then we just pay the parking because it's a lot cheaper that way than riding the T. But if I'm going down myself or whatever, it's cheaper for me to just get on the T and walk around. So that's pretty much it. I do thank everyone for joining. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I do thank everyone for joining. Yes, it can be if you live on Grandview Avenue. If you live a few streets back, Anthony, then you can probably find some cheaper housing. Thank you. You too, Rob. So, Anthony, if you live on this main road here, it's very expensive to live up here. If you go a few streets back or a few other streets back, it probably is not as much. I've never really priced around there. So I do thank everyone for joining. I hope you have a great evening. I'll probably see a lot of you in other chats later. So I do thank you for joining. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. That would be much appreciated. It does help the channel. And let the adventures begin. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. And I do thank you all for joining. Have a great night, everyone. Bye. Bye, Rob. Bye, Red, Armstrong, Lucky 3, and Anthony, and anyone else who joined the stream earlier. Thank you. Bye.